Everyone, Scott here, and today I'm doing a quick video on some Studio Ghibli titles I've picked up this year. And the first title I picked up was Spirited Away. Now I bought this earlier this summer, and I spent a lot of money on this. I spent $35 on this, and this was at a Asian bookstore that was inside an Asian grocery store. And I knew $35 was a lot of money for this, but I saw the Disney Presents on it, and I figured, well, all the Disney titles are usually pretty expensive on Blu-ray, so, I picked this up right away. I really didn't care that I was overpaying for it because I was just so happy to see it on Blu-ray finally. It's been on DVD forever, but, it's one of those titles I really been hoping that would come out on Blu-ray, and it finally did, and I picked it up, It's one of my favorite anime titles, so I completely felt like it was worth it. But when I got home, I went onto the Best Buy website to see what other titles they have released on Blu-ray, and this was a lot cheaper on Best Buy, which I should have waited and checked it out online, but I did. I'm still happy, but this was like $20 on Best Buy at the time, and they had a whole bunch of titles on sale for under $20, so I picked up a few more. And when it comes to Studio Ghibli, my three favorite movies are Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle. Howl's Moving Castle is simply amazing. And then my third favorite title from them is Princess Mononoke. Princess Mononoke is awesome. I remember I used to have this on DVD of some sorts. I let a friend borrow it, and her kids watched it over and over again. But it's a great movie, so I highly recommend these three titles. I've watched these movies so many times over the years. They never get old, and I always enjoy them. I also picked up online too I haven't watched it yet, but it's Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. The animation looks pretty cool. I might actually watch this tonight, but because I was just looking at I would assume it'd be the voice actors: Uma Thurman, Patrick Stewart, Edward James Olmos, Shia LaBeouf. That's actually pretty cool. Never noticed that, but yeah, I might actually watch this tonight. Haven't watched this yet, but it has Studio Ghibli's name on it. It's probably going to be awesome. And here's another title that I had in my collection that I completely forgot I had that I need to watch too, and that is Ponyo. I remember at one point I did start to watch this, and I got sidetracked and pulled away to do something else. And the idea I got from this was it's almost like if you like The Little Mermaid, you'd like this. The animation is quite different, but the storyline's kinda in that way a little bit. From the little bit of it I saw. Again, it has some big name voice actors. Matt Damon, Tina Fey. So Betty White. So that's pretty cool. But generally, I like to watch movies I generally don't watch the movies dubbed. I generally watch it subtitled. It's always been my preference. Like Bleach, before Bleach was all over TV, I remember watching it as it was coming out in Japan. The fan subgroups, somebody would rip it off the TV, they would subtitle it and upload it. So I got used to watching movies and anime where it was all the Japanese voices, and I'd have to read the subtitles, and I got really used to it. Now, when Bleach started airing in the US, I really couldn't get into it because I was so used to the Japanese voices that it really sounded off to me. So that's always been my preference, to leave the Japanese audio in and then just watch it subtitled. So that's just been a personal preference of mine. I do plan on picking up some more titles from Studio Ghibli and a lot more anime. I'm starting to get more into anime. I used to be really into anime. I used to watch anime constantly, and I kind of fell out of it for a while. I'm not really exactly sure why, but as soon as I saw Spirited Away sitting there in a store, I was like hooked again. I was just boom, full blast ahead, back into loving animes. So, anyways, thanks for watching my video, and I hope I didn't ramble on too much. And I hope everyone has a fantastic day and a great weekend.